Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I have decided to add to my idea journal that I started with you since showing pictures of this page. I added this little thing here because it is one of the ideas that I really like. So of course sometimes I don't want to forget about it. And I didn't make a video of this though. I just posted pictures on Instagram because I didn't have my camera when I did this. This I posted video about. Very nice little folding pocket, tuck space, journaling. It's everything, right? Very nice and useful to add to a page. And today I will make a mini journal that you do with only one piece of paper that you then choose to decorate. So, see you on the other side of the intro for a probably silent video with music, but I will do voice over. See you on the other side. So here I'm not doing a fast forward simply because I want to make sure that you see the folds. It's really simple. I know sometimes when we see somebody else folding paper it looks more difficult than it is, but as you can see this fold is pretty simple. And you open your page once it's folded, as you can see, and then you just cut not on the side where it opens. As you'll see, I'm showing you where it opens and I put that on the top, and then I will cut just the first square up until right here, and there you go. And then I'm always having like to struggle to fold it into the mini journal, but I'm sure most of you will get it like in a much faster way than I did. I'm always struggling. Like I really open it, as you can see I'm fighting with it. And then I can never remember if I put the pages together or... Now see, I realize, hold on, I made a mistake. Let's go back, let's do this again. There, like this. Those are pages. So actually the way to explain it are the pages that I was actually holding. They are pages themselves, so not put them together like I was kind of struggling trying to do the first time around. So here I'm gonna glue together some of the pages, just because I like it when it's like it doesn't move, right? When you move the pages, when you flip the pages, I mean, the paper doesn't move or want to open. However, as you can see, I'm leaving some openings because it allows already the way it's made for pockets and such. So I'm gonna leave, I'm just gonna glue sometimes the border, you know, around some pockets and leave the space to put a tag or a journaling card. So this little fold is actually quite useful. In fact, I've made a bigger mini journal. I just put two of them together and I glued them, I think, back to back, like meaning the last page to the first page of the next one. And it made a beautiful, tiny, all very chunky little journal or booklet, if you will. filled with positive thoughts and little surprises and hiding spots and everywhere, just like I would a regular journal. If you've seen a few of my videos, I love to add a lot of stuff. I add a lot of hiding spots and tuck spots and surprises everywhere, because I think that's the whole fun, right? It's one of the whole fun of them. Anyways, that's what I think. And so I'm not gonna fully decorate this, because the point of this was to make like an addition to my idea journal. So you'll see later on the video I do decorate it, but very just roughly, not a whole lot, right? Because the point is to keep going in this video and decorate my page in my idea journal. So now that the mini booklet is made, I'm starting to decorate my idea journal spread page. I wanted to say something about that, which is, I know I could just write my ideas down, and I've tried that actually, and you know what happens? It's not inspiring at all, not to me anyways. Whereas when I look at something beautiful, I get inspired, and I feel as though when I decorate my idea journal, which right now only has 4 pages, this is the 3rd one, I will soon also post the 4th one, and when I look at my few pages that I've done so far, even though it's only the 3rd one, I feel inspired because it's beautiful, it looks nice, and I don't know, I just really want to do more. And I guess that's how we feel when we watch other YouTube crafters, right? I mean, I look at all these wonderful creators. I look at what they do and I think, oh yes, I want to do that, and I'm going to tweak it, I'm going to make it my own, and then all of a sudden I have a bunch of ideas. I want to go play with my things, and you know what, in the end, this is what it's for. Oh, just so I don't forget, the page you just saw is a masterboard I created. Eventually I'll try and find a way to share it, because the only way I could share it right now is to create a PDF of it and put it on my Facebook page, The Purring Cat Studio. But I don't know what quality it would be. I have no idea, so I could try. But that's another video I'd like to make with you, is creating a masterboard, because I've made a few and they're very useful. And again, it's all about creating. You know, sometimes we don't know what to do, and we get overwhelmed, we're tired, and we feel like we're, you know, running around in circles, even in our creativity, because there's only so much you can invent or create at one point, and you need a break. But a nice way to have a break is a masterboard, or sometimes just grabbing some stuff and making a few tags or a few journaling cards, or like I'm doing right now, which is my idea journal. Because like I said, a lot of times I'll sit down in my studio and I'm surrounded by crafting supplies, and they're all gorgeous, they're beautiful things, and yet I don't know what to do. I look at them and I feel overwhelmed, and I think that's sad. And so I feel like when I look at something I've created, because I have journals, but most of them get sold, so then I don't have them to go through them. So by doing an idea journal, this will stay with me. I'll be able to flip through it whenever I feel like it, and I'll make sure to put some texture in it, and some interests and colors and different papers, and different folds and pockets and tucks. You know what I mean? So it will always be something inspiring and something I love to look at. So I really strongly suggest, if you haven't started already, that you try and make one for yourself. You might find it's very liberating as well, because you're not making anything. Like for me, for instance, I'll speak in my own name. Sometimes I feel like I'm creating only to sell, which is a good thing, don't get me wrong. I'm very happy. I have people asking me for specific things, other I just put on sale and they get sold really quickly, and I'm extremely grateful. But however, sometimes it stops me from just creating to create, because I have, you know, I've been commissioned to do a bunch of cards or a journal, and again, I want to emphasize how fortunate and grateful I am that this is happening. But I also feel sometimes we just need to create, just because we're artists, we need to create. It's an outlet for all kinds of things. And so this journal is the perfect outlet, because if I make a mistake, if it's not the best it could be, that's okay. It is mine, and I'm sure I'll cherish it. You know, when I get to the end of this journal, it will be filled with ideas and mistakes and tries, and it's not really mistakes, actually, it's just practice, right? And I'll try some things, some will work better, like this, for instance. Do you see the texture I just used? I just discovered it. Maybe it's just me. Usually I would let it dry, you know, air dry. But since then, the texture paste, I have acquired a dryer. And I found that when you dry it with it, the texture becomes like round, like it puffs up. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. For those of you who do have a dryer, here, there it is, the dryer. Usually I would let it air dry, and it was still nice. It still added texture, but it was flat. And I couldn't believe it when I saw the flowers puff up. And you know what? I should have filmed closer once I realized that, but I was too busy being amazed, I guess, and making sure everything was dry. I forgot to zoom in. But see, that's a discovery I just made by creating this journal. So, you know, this journal is a good idea, I think, for everyone. You go ahead and create something for yourself in which you can pour all your ideas or practice ideas you've seen from your favorite crafters, and I can tell you it's very liberating, and it feels good afterwards to look at it. So let's enjoy the end of the video together. So just a little side note, what I'm using here are Stabilo. They're very useful. They're big, they're chunky, and they are water solubles. But just so you know, you could also you could also use watercolors, and it doesn't need to be fancy. Any good old watercolor will do, even very, very inexpensive one that you can find pretty much anywhere. So it was just to add a little bit of interest. You know, I'm not necessarily always certain of the end result, but as I said previously, this is just my idea journal, and I'm gonna keep trying all kinds of things and see what it looks like in the end. And then the ideas that I really love, I'm gonna apply to my other journals. So here I decided to just grab a pen and start doodling, because I think we forget that doodling can add a lot of interest. And I'm not the greatest at doodling, believe me. I really almost never doodle. But I've seen others do it, and you know what? They're right. It adds a lot of interest, and it's free. Really, you know, you don't need anything. It's just a pen, and there you go. You add a doodle, and all of a sudden it adds a lot of interest, and it's different from a picture that is like perfect, right? Because this is just freehand doodling. And in the end, I actually liked it. I liked what it added to my page. So don't hesitate. Grab those pens or those gel pens and just doodle away. Just let yourself be creative and free, because again, this is your journal or your page spread. If you don't keep it in a journal, just doodle away.